Falconers Quest show is great. No matter where you sat, it's a really immersive show and you're going to get great views of the birds. It's the UK's largest bird of prey show. It's got 60 birds from all corners of the world in this show. You've got the Stella's sea eagle, bearded vultures, bald eagle, plus lots more. No matter where you sat, as I say, you're going to be right in the flight path of these birds, the fastest owls, vultures and eagles on Earth, with wingspans up to a whopping 9 foot. So sit back and get ready for a great fun show.
Barn owls were wonderful birds. He knew they had marvellous eyesight. He had seen them swoop down and catch their prey, even on the darkest of nights. These birds of prey have lived close to man for hundreds of years. This is the falcon that royalty bow down to. It is the falcon of princes. Peregrine, the wanderer, bird of the cliff and mountain, moor and craggy coastline. In the sky, there is no place for hunter to hide. This bird must rely on speed. When she tucks in her wings, she shoots to become the fastest bird in the world. Seeing this bird in flight and on the hunt takes Hobby's breath away. Hunting ducks, pigeons, catching them on the way. The Harris Hawks. Legend said this was the largest bird of prey in the world. On seeing this magnificent bird, Hobby knew this to be true. These giants of the air live in high mountains, open grasslands. He reminded me of the reward he had wished for. To be my master falconer and care for the birds of Warwick. I reminded him that he also wished to see the skies above the castle full once more with birds of prey. Both Hobby and I were rewarded. One sky and one future. Together, we must respect and cherish these magnificent
Got a Queen Elizabeth I seal here. So this wax seal would have been attached to important documents related to the Queen Elizabeth I. This is known as the Green Drawing Room. This is where the male guests would come to relax, they'd smoke and talk politics. To be honest, I can't think of anything more boring. But they did have a very nice room to do those things in. The ceiling in this room was inspired by an ancient Roman temple based in Syria called the Temple of Bel. Why have boring ceilings when you can have ceilings like those?
I like these beds with like the drapes all the way around.
Some of the ceilings are just beautiful and chandelier. Oh. This is my kind of style.
Oh, look, there's a chair for the young one.
Wow, I love this room. I think this has got to be my favourite one, and there's definitely some decorated inspo in here. I love the details, the colour. Here's Henry VIII and his 6 wives. So the reason why they're here is because during his reign, King Henry VIII visited Warwick Castle twice, once in 1511 and then again in 1541. But the real story has to be with Queen Elizabeth I, who only came to stay for 1 day and 1 night. Now the reason being is because during the night of their stay, they celebrated with fireworks in the town, which, let's just say, didn't go to plan because some of the houses in the town caught fire. So she never returned to the castle. Oopsie. Look at the size of this thing. This is a huge porridge pot. It looks like a witch's cauldron. If my grandma was here now, she would be well away on this thing. She loved music, she could play so many different instruments really well, and she could actually play the organ, and she used to have like a little organ at home, so I know she would love this. Ooh, so we're going to a royal weekend party now in 1898. This is Clara, and she was well known for her powerful singing voice, and she was quite tall at 6'2". Some old photos of the family. So they knew how to party back in the day, because they didn't just have a couple of hours on an evening or during the daytime. They had a party that lasted from the Saturday right through until the Monday, where they'd do dancing and dining and talking. We have Lady Randolph Churchill. So she was the mother of Winston Churchill, and also at the party is George Cornwallis West, who met and fell in love with Lady Churchill at this very party, and they got married 2 years later. Also, we've got Louisa Cavendish. So she was previously married to the Duke of Manchester, and then she later, after he passed, went on to marry Spencer Cavendish, the 8th Duke of Devonshire. Ooh, I do love me a library. Honestly, that is my dream, to have a house where I can have just a dedicated area, floor-to-ceiling shelves full of books, with one of those ladders that you whiz around on. Yes, please. This Kenilworth bedroom was named after Kenilworth Castle because of all of the carved wood that you see around the room, which is just beautiful. In 1858, Queen Victoria and Prince Albert visited this castle and they dined in the state dining room. They ended the visit by planting some oak trees in the castle grounds, so they will still be there today. The Prince of Wales also visited, which was their son, and then since then it's also hosted visits by Queen Elizabeth II, Prince Philip in 1996, Princess Diana in 86, and Prince Charles in 2014. So I'm going to take you for a little look around the shop now. We're not going to be able to have a look at everything because it's really crowded in there and it's very loud. And then we also have to make it for the show, which we're going to go to right after this. Merlin annual pass magnets for £5. Lots of different key rings for £3. Lots of different pins, so if you're a collector of pins, and we've got some pass holder ones as well. Lots of different fancy goblets and tankards ranging from £10 to £18. We've got notepads and pens. You could get a night bookend for £40, exclusive Merlin pass holder mugs for £7, or a water bottle for £10.50. They have different ones here. I like the Skull and Roses one. They also have some mugs, lots of different books. This dragon goblet's calling my name. Lots of different peacock merch. A cute Warwick Castle bear, £16. You can buy daggers for £7 or a broadsword for £9.50. Lots of different bookmarks to choose from. Different ornaments. So you've got characters from the shows. You've got kings, queens, princesses, knights. You've got archers, birds, horses. Then you've got a unicorn. There's so many to choose from. Union Jack shopping bags and rubber duckies. A gargoyle, Warwick Castle ornament, the man himself, the Knight of Warwick, this cool owl Falconers Quest snow globe for £6. Oh, they've got some Game of Thrones figurines here as well for £9. Look at these cool dragons. You can get a dragon egg for £10 or a metallic resin dragon for £6. These look pretty cool. Lots of different dragon ornaments here to choose from, and you can even get the big stand for them to go on as well and make a little collection. Now when I envision pirate, this is the type of gun I imagine them to carry, so I'm going to call these pirate guns.
But I will not be going back to the logger, mate. Count on that.
Wet powder. Wait! We can still use them as clubs!
And you can own one right here in the shop for £45.
That colour attracts the rats.
We don't like rats.
You better watch out. Especially the brown ones. They like green seats as well. I'll be there to watch out. I'll be collecting it.
So Legend of the Trebuchet is brand new for 2023 here at Warwick Castle. It's got some funny moments in there, had me giggling. It's well worth a watch just to rest those tired feet, get away from the crowds for a little bit, have a sit down. The kids are going to love it. There's some laughs in there. Also, they get to see the trebuchet go off, which they'll love. They get to shout stuff and get involved. So one for the whole family to enjoy.
The story that you are about to see is a legend. My friends, I give you the legend of the Trebuchet! Come on, Finn!
We are! The yacht is advancing up the
It looks like we have the arm down. That's great. Thomas and the winders have worked really hard. We have to get the rope off the axle. So 2 winders will walk in the opposite direction, while the other 2 will step onto the brakes, which will stop the person from turning too fast. Once we've cleared the rope, we'll be ready to shoot. What are we going to shoot? How about the beehive? Can't shoot a beehive. We could if we had one. One way to defeat a castle is to defeat the people inside. Break them around. Prepare the mighty rock! No!
A horseman approaching.
Who is it?
The Yorkshire spy. Come here to see if the castle is well defended.
Well, he's coming this way. What are we going to do?
Stand firm.
He can always retreat. No, we're nearly ready to shoot Ursa. Oh, look at him. Him, the one waving that flag. Where?
Look at him waving that flag over there.
Why is he waving that flag? He's sending a message. What's the message?
The message is, the bridge is not defended.
The horseman's getting nearer. You think he's going to be angry with us?
Be fearless.
I'm ready out to retreat! Come on, man. Thousands of our soldiers are about to storm from the castle and drive you from our lands. Then we'll shoot Ursa our trebuchet.
You're going to fire a trebuchet.
Aye!
Tell the Earl we're waiting surrender.
We'll tell the Earl. Yeah, when he gets back.
What did you say?
I said, don't put me on the rack!
Enough. Surrender, or our mighty cannon will begin the destruction of Warwick Castle.
My lord, where is your mighty cannon?
Yonder, with a direct line of fire.
With a bit of luck, our mighty rock might hit their mighty cannon. Quiet, everyone. Before we can shoot Ursa, we need to hear Thomas say Trebuchet live. Let's listen.
Trebuchet, Lord!
The time has come to destroy their cannon and to save Warwick Castle. Are you ready to shoot Ursa? Yes! People of Warwick, are you ready to shoot Ursa? Yes! We'll count down from 10, then we all shout loose. Ready? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And now, prepare yourself to watch one of the best shows, Dragon Slayer. I cannot tell you how good this show is. You're just going to have to see for yourself. But I've got to say, get tickets booked for next year because there's nothing like being there. It's so immersive. There's so much going on. It's got everything. There's live actors, there's horses, there's projections, 360-degree seated arena right in the middle of the castle courtyard. So action is happening all around you. You've got monsters, there's fireworks, there's a massive dragon. You name it, it's in there. And get ready for an emotional roller coaster. Because let's just say, there's a twist that you don't expect coming. You're going to need tissues. It's a lot. That's what I'm going to say. It's a lot. There will be tears. There will be laughter. There will be cheering on of the best knight that you want to win. So get ready for the fantastic show that is Dragon Slayer.
The legend I will tell you today, my friends, is born from the soil of Warwick and was told throughout the lands. As all legends, its truth lies deep within. That truth is of a man from humble stock who rose to be a mighty warrior knight, whose chivalry and courage protected this land from a relentless terror. This man became the greatest hero of his time. He became the legend that is Guy of Warwick. The legend begins here at my home, the magnificent Warwick Castle.
My lord, ladies and gentlemen, please stand for your host, the Earl of Warwick, and his daughter, the Lady Felice.
Welcome all to Warwick Castle. Today, for your entertainment, I present to you a tournament of skill, strength, and courage, in which gallant knights from the kingdom shall compete. The victorious knight will receive a purse of gold and be crowned Champion of Warwick.
Compete against each other in 3 challenges. The winner of those...
Stop! What now?
Who is that?
Hold! Your name.
I am Guy of Mercia.
Ah, my lord, this is...
I know who it is. You are late.
My apologies, my lord.
Just like your father, he was never on time. Felice, this is Guy of Mercia. His father was a loyal friend.
Welcome to Warwick.
Ah, my lady.
So, are you ready to take part in my tournament?
Oh, I am, my lord. I'm also ready to win the favour of Lady Felice.
Did you hear that? No mention of gold or being champion of Warwick. He's here to win my daughter's favour.
Lady Felice's grace and beauty is known throughout this land. As I said, I look forward to winning your favour.
Will your boldness of tongue match your boldness in tournament?
Oh, it will. It will, my lady.
Nervous, are we, Sir Alfred? Oh, Sir Alfred, one flame. Up next, Sir Godric. Ooh, with a reverse shot, 2 flames. Sir Godric's the winner. Next, to the Quintain. The last man standing wins. Are you ready? I go! Oh, the winner, Sir Alfred! The race. Even the strongest of knights struggle with this challenge. Knights, are you ready? I go! Be careful, Sir Alfred. It's slippery. Come on, Godric. That's the nappy him.
Daughter of an Earl, and although I see you to be a just and brave man, I fear our lives must follow different paths.
But our paths have crossed. And they will and they can again. Lady Felice, if I am one of such humble station, then I will go forth. And I will win fame and fortune by such deeds of valor that prove me worthy of you.
It is!
My dear Lady Felice, I recently travelled to the town of Louvain in Belgium, as I had heard that the Duke there was a cruel tyrant who was bringing great pain and suffering to the people. I had heard of a cruel injustice against a young woman. On my arrival there, I rescued this maiden from the burning stake. She was very grateful and even asked me to marry her.
What?
having left the grateful maiden,
Strumpet!
I found that word of my fight for justice had spread.
King Olaf, hear me! I am Guy of Warwick, and I have been sent forth by the court of King Athelstan to banish you Danes from these very shores.
And how will you do that, Guy of Warwick?
By fighting your champion!
Get back. Go. Where are you? Go. Hell beast. Here is my champion!
And here is my spear! Come on and fight me! What are you? What are you? Come on, fight me! For Warwick! Come on! Come on! Yeah! Police!
Guy! He's come home! Guy!
I'm here to protect you! My lord, help him! We must stand together! For Warwick! For Warwick! Come on!
Guy of Warwick!
Love you, Felice. I love you so much.
I love you, Guy. Please, come home to me.
I will make sure I return.
Sir Guy, you will lead my soldiers against this ferocious invader.
I will, my lord.
Go now, and may God be with you.
People of Warwick, once again, our land is under attack by a beast that unleashes fire and fury. We must stand together. We must stand to defend these castle walls. We must repel this beast back into the sea from whence it came. So, people of Warwick, I ask you to raise your voices. Are you with me? I said, are you with me? Then raise your voices for Warwick! Oh, Warwick! Oh, Warwick! I said a Warwick! Oh, Warwick! Oh, Warwick!
They came from across the sea. At first, they were just a speck on the horizon. No threat. Then their ships grew bigger and bigger. Their war drums grew louder and louder. It was like the beating of a dragon's cruel heart. All those who watched were filled with a dreadful foreboding. Then their dragon ships crashed onto the shore and the ferocious Norsemen swept forward. Like a bloodthirsty, fire-breathing dragon, they advanced upon the castle. Those brave enough to stand and fight this cruel beast were slain. As it reached the castle, Guy strode forth to face this monster.
It swarmed fast across our land, bringing death and destruction. I saw the fire in its eyes. I smelled the stench of blood on its breath. All those years of fighting and killing had prepared me for this moment. But I had come home for Felice, not to fight. Have I the strength left for one more battle? The battle of my life and the life of this land. Victory for Warwick! Archers! Draw! Loose! Draw! Loose!
victory!
Soldiers of Warwick to triumph against the terrifying beast from across the seas. He had almost single-handedly defeated the Vikings who, in their dragon ships, had brought so much terror and death to this land. The church bells that had sounded a warning of this ferocious invasion now rang out with joy.
Over the years, Guy had sent me letters in which he wrote of his quests and the battles he had faced against so many dangerous foes. Then, I could only imagine the pain and sacrifice he had made to fight injustice. Now, I saw for myself his bravery and his relentless drive to protect the weak as he led our people to victory. My beloved Guy, I thank God for keeping you safe, and I pray that this will be the last time you'll raise your sword in battle.
Wickedness. Defeated a monstrous giant. Victories in battle now plague my every waking moment. They bring me insufferable terrors of the night. My body and my mind are sick. No longer do I crave adventure and victory. I crave peace and solitude.
For 12 years, I wrote letters to Guy. Writing them eased my sadness. But seeing them piled high, gathering dust, crippled me with grief. The ring was from a hermit lying on his deathbed in a nearby cave. I went to that cave. And there he was.
My darling Felice, the first day I saw you, I loved you. I left you for glory, to prove myself worthy. But that life of chivalry became a life of horrors. On my return to you, I was haunted by nightmares. Then the disease in my mind was engulfed by the disease peace in my body. I left again to save you from the tormented anger of a madman and the sickness of a leper. Though my mind and body is dying, my heart is strong. For your love made a humble man a knight. Your love made me Guy of Warwick.
I was the last thing Guy saw in this world. I lay with him till morning, surrounded by the many letters he had written to me. As I left, I saw his words scratched into the rock. On the day of his funeral, the whole of Warwick came to pay their respects. There was much sorrow, for Guy was their hero who had saved them in their time of need. He was my hero, my love, a man who had travelled far in search of adventure, who had fought for justice in many lands, so he could make himself worthy enough to be my husband.
You must forever rest. Of this you shall be sure. You are locked within my heart. The little key is lost. You are mine, and
I knew that one day I would be with him for all eternity. But until then, I took comfort from our letters. Our time together was brief, but I knew our love would last forever.
Famous across the world for his bravery and chivalry. All had heard about the adventures of a proud boy from humble stock who strove to become a chivalrous knight. He protected the weak, fought for justice, at times against insurmountable odds. His life, he was a beacon of strength, of righteousness and courage. His adventures, his story will be told and passed down through the generations. My friends, I once told you that there are many heroes and legends in this land. But when Guy fought and defeated the terrors of invasion, he saved a nation. So now you truly know the greatest legend of them all.